guys, it's been a while since I have done a vlog. I have been making lots of changes and just, living life really. Making lots of plans. But I thought I would come on here and give you a nice big update on everything that's going on in my life. So I finally handed my notice in at work, which is just the best thing ever because I've been really unhappy there for a long time. It just feels like a massive weight off my shoulders because I just feel like the job itself is just it's such hard work. It's emotionally draining, it's physically draining. Like the amount that everyone does there is just insane, and just my body just can't really keep up with doing all those hours anymore. Not really all the hours, but just how much you have to do in a small amount of time. Like always short staffed. So you're constantly picking up other people's work as well, and it's just got to a point where it's just too much, and my body just can't do that amount in 5.5 hours. It's too much. If it was spread out in a whole day, then maybe, but yeah, just too much. Anyway, I digress. Handed my notice in and I feel very happy. I have another job, which is going to be a lot more flexible for when I go and do my course university in October, which is really exciting. This new job allows me basically to have so much flexibility that I can just have the whole day to do music, which is what I want. So I don't mind sacrificing a few hours of sleep, getting up at like 4:30 in the morning, just for a few hours. I don't mind sacrificing that. And also it's not going to be as much work. When I spoke to the guy, he was just like, yeah, it's not hard work. So that's what I need, because it was getting to the point where my day job was making me so exhausted when I got home that I didn't have the energy to sit down and, work on music and like practice the piano, practice vocals, practice guitar, and like producing. I didn't have the mental or physical capacity to do it. Like my body would be so tired because I have chronic pain anyway. So I'd feel like hunched, like just like I couldn't even have the energy to hold my head up because I was just so exhausted and achy. But also I have started the gym as well. I've started training because I feel like that my body was just kind of packing up. I was so tired to do any sort of training that it was like all my joints were seizing up, my hips were getting really bad to the point where, I'd sit down and get up and try to walk and I couldn't walk. And it was really starting to scare me because of the pain and stiffness in my hips. So started training, and I'm still in pain 24/7, but it's also like I've noticed the strength that's come back as well. So it's actually given me a lot of hope that when I am performing and singing live, that I am actually going to have the energy and the strength to be able to be up on stage and do many songs, which is good, because it got to a point where I was thinking I'm not going to be able to do anything anymore. But then I wasn't doing any strength training. I wasn't doing anything really. I was just going for walks and then being at work. So that's another thing that's good, a positive change. I'm trying to think. I'm releasing my EP slowly, doing a slow rollout at the moment. The first single is out on the 23rd of July, Daughter of the Sea, which is the title of the EP, which is Daughters of the Sea. And the whole thing is basically just my journey of dealing with everything that I dealt with when I was doing my EMDR therapy, and just navigating or expressing how it feels to be so stuck within your trauma, and basically in like the midst of having PTSD because of something awful that's happened to you. And I think so many people have gone through things like this, and they feel so stuck in their trauma because they haven't been able to process it properly. So I hope that within these songs it will be able to help people because I've always found that music has been like my nervous system regulation. So I'm hoping that my music will transmute to other people and help them feel understood. Because I feel like the many years that I was going through my trauma, a lot of people misunderstood that, and never really sort of knew what I was going through when I was actually in so much pain and, you know, just at my lowest for such a long time. So I hope that the music helps people feel seen, that as dark as it gets, there can be a way out, and that as awful as you feel, there can be a light at the end of the tunnel. Because I feel like I went through, well, for 14 years that I was stuck, and I could see the pattern, I could see the cycle going on in my life, and, you know, being triggered all the time. And it just, I think because of last year, of how many people that we lost, it just went into like a frenzy, and I knew that I needed to get help. So yeah, I hope that this music that I'm bringing out just helps people feel less alone, because we all feel alone at one point in our life, and it's not nice feeling alone, even when you're surrounded by loads of people. It's not a nice feeling that you're going through something completely on your own. So I just want you to know that you're not going through it on your own, and that there are people out there that will see you and understand you, and, you know, just don't give up. Don't let whatever tried to destroy you win, because out of billions and billions of little doobies, you were supposed to be here. I didn't want to say, you know how babies are made, but yeah, out of all of that, you were chosen to be made. So you're supposed to be here, because out of all the billions and billions of sperm, you were chosen and you were supposed to be here. So I don't think it's a matter of that you have like a big life purpose. It just means you were supposed to be here to experience this life and be here. So don't give up on your life just because someone else tried to destroy it. You deserve to be here, and you are loved. And that is my inspirational message for the day. Probably trying to self-soothe myself as well. But anyway, let me just update you with a few clips of everything that's been going on.